Have you noticed that getting up from your favorite chair takes a little more effort than it used to? Maybe you felt that slight wobble when you reach for something on a high shelf, or perhaps you've looked in the mirror and wondered where your strength went. I want you to know something right now, something important. That feeling of your body not quite cooperating the way it once did, that frustration you feel when you can't do the things that used to come so naturally, it's not just in your head, and more importantly, it doesn't have to be your future. What if I told you that something as simple as eggs, yes, the humble egg sitting in your refrigerator right now, could be the key to helping you feel stronger, steadier, and more like yourself again? Stay with me, because what I'm about to share with you over these next few minutes could change how you feel when you wake up every morning. I know what many of you are thinking right now. You've heard for years that eggs might not be good for you, that they could raise your cholesterol, that you should limit them to maybe one or two a week. I understand that concern completely. You've been taking care of your health for decades, making careful choices, and the last thing you want to do is something that might hurt you. But here's what I need you to know, and I'm telling you this because I care about you and I want you to have the most accurate, up-to-date information. The science on eggs has changed dramatically, and what we now understand is that for most people, especially those of you over 60, eggs are not just safe. They're actually one of the most powerful foods you can eat to maintain your strength, your independence, and your quality of life. Let me paint a picture for you. Imagine your body as a house that you've lived in for many years. Over time, things need repair and maintenance. The foundation might need reinforcing, the walls might need some fresh support, and all those systems that keep everything running smoothly, they need the right materials to keep working properly. That's exactly what's happening in your body right now. Your muscles, your bones, your brain, your immune system, they're all working hard every single day to keep you healthy and independent. But here's the thing, they need the right building blocks to do their job, and that's where eggs come in. Eggs are like a toolbox packed with exactly what your body needs to repair itself, stay strong, and keep you feeling your best. Now I want to talk to you about something that might be affecting you right now, even if you don't realize it. It's called sarcopenia, and I know that sounds like a complicated medical term, but let me explain it in a way that makes sense. As we get older, starting around age 60 and sometimes even earlier, our bodies naturally begin to lose muscle mass. It's not your fault. It's not because you're lazy or you haven't tried hard enough. It's simply part of the aging process. But here's what happens when we lose muscle. Simple things start to become harder. Getting out of bed in the morning takes more effort. Walking up a flight of stairs leaves you a bit more winded. Carrying groceries from the car to the kitchen feels heavier than it should. Playing with your grandchildren, picking them up and spinning them around like you used to, suddenly feels impossible. And the worst part, you start to feel like you're losing your independence, like you're becoming a burden to the people you love. I've worked with countless seniors who have told me they feel exactly this way, and their voices break when they talk about it because they remember being stronger, being more capable, and they desperately want that feeling back. But here's where hope comes in, and I want you to really hear this. You can rebuild that muscle, you can get stronger, you can feel more stable on your feet. Your body still has an incredible ability to respond and adapt no matter your age. I've seen it happen time and time again. People in their 60s, 70s, even their 80s, regaining strength and vitality they thought was gone forever. And one of the most powerful tools to make this happen is protein, specifically the high-quality, complete protein found in eggs. Let me tell you about protein and why it matters so much for you right now. Think of protein as the building material your body uses to create and repair muscle tissue. Every time you move, every time you lift something, every time you simply stand up, your muscles are working, and they need protein to stay healthy and strong. The problem is, as we get older, our bodies don't use protein quite as efficiently as they used to. It's like trying to build something when some of your tools aren't working as well as they once did. So we actually need more protein, not less, to maintain our muscle mass and strength. This is where so many seniors run into trouble without even knowing it. They eat the same way they always have, maybe even less because their appetite isn't what it used to be. And slowly, quietly, they're not getting enough protein to keep their muscles strong. Here's what makes eggs so remarkable, and I get excited about this because it's such a simple solution to such an important problem. One large egg contains about 6 grams of the highest quality protein you can find. But it's not just about quantity, it's about quality. Eggs contain all 9 essential amino acids, which are like the individual building blocks your body needs to construct muscle tissue. They're available in exactly the right proportions that your body can use them most effectively. When you eat eggs, your body can absorb and use that protein incredibly well, much better than many other protein sources. Scientists actually use eggs as the gold standard when measuring protein quality in other foods. That's how good they are. Now let me walk you through what happens, step by step, when you start eating 4 eggs a day for 7 days. I want you to understand this process because when you know why something works, you're much more likely to stick with it and believe in it. On that first day when you eat your eggs, within a few hours, your body begins breaking down that protein into those amino acids I mentioned. These amino acids enter your bloodstream and travel throughout your entire body, reaching every muscle, every organ, every cell that needs them. Your muscles begin using these amino acids to repair tiny bits of damage that happen naturally from daily movement and to build new muscle fibers. It's like sending a repair crew to your house with all the exact materials they need to fix everything that's worn down. But it's not just your muscles that benefit, and this is something I find absolutely fascinating. Your body is also using that protein to create enzymes and hormones, to support your immune system, to repair your skin and hair, to maintain the health of your organs. Everything in your body runs on protein. And here's something many people don't know. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at storing amino acids, which means we need a steady, regular supply throughout the day. That's why spreading those 4 eggs across your meals, maybe 2 at breakfast and 2 at lunch, or however works best for you, gives your body a constant supply of what it needs. Let me tell you what you might start to notice after just 7 days, because this is where things get really exciting. You might not wake up on day 2 feeling like a different person, and I want to be honest with you about that. But somewhere around day 3 or 4, many people tell me they notice something subtle. Maybe it's a little easier to push yourself up from the couch. Maybe you don't feel quite as tired in the afternoon. Maybe you notice that your legs feel a bit steadier when you're walking. By day 7, these small changes often become more noticeable. You might find you have more energy to do the things you love. You might realize that picking up your grandson doesn't strain your back quite as much. You might feel more confident moving around, less worried about losing your balance. I've worked with seniors who, after just 1 week of eating 4 eggs a day, told me they felt like someone had turned back the clock. One woman, I'll never forget her. She was 72 years old and had stopped gardening because she couldn't kneel down and get back up easily. After 2 weeks of eating eggs daily and doing some gentle movements I showed her, she called me with tears in her voice to tell me she'd spent an hour in her garden, planting flowers, and she got up from the ground by herself. That's not a miracle. That's simply giving your body what it needs and watching it respond. Now, I know some of you are worried about cholesterol, and I would never brush aside your concerns. This is important, so let me address it directly and honestly. For decades, we were told that eating eggs would raise our cholesterol and increase our risk of heart disease. Many of you have lived with that fear for years, carefully limiting eggs or avoiding them altogether. But here's what recent research has shown us, and this is based on large studies involving thousands of people. For most healthy adults, eating eggs, even several per day, does not significantly raise cholesterol levels or increase heart disease risk. The cholesterol in eggs has much less impact on your blood cholesterol than we once thought. What really affects your cholesterol more is the saturated and trans fats in your diet, along with your overall lifestyle, physical activity, and genetics. Let me explain why this happens. Your liver actually produces most of the cholesterol in your body, much more than you get from food. When you eat foods containing cholesterol, like eggs, your liver typically compensates by producing less. It's like a thermostat that adjusts to keep things balanced. Now, I'm not saying everyone can eat unlimited eggs without any concerns. If you have specific heart conditions, if your doctor has told you to watch your cholesterol carefully, or if you have familial hypercholesterolemia, which is a genetic condition affecting cholesterol, then you absolutely need to talk to your doctor before making any dietary changes. I would never want you to do something that goes against your doctor's specific advice for your unique situation. But for most of you watching this, eggs are not only safe, they're beneficial. In fact, eggs contain nutrients that actually support heart health. They're rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which are good for your heart. They contain antioxidants that protect your blood vessels. They have choline, which helps reduce inflammation in your body. When you look at the complete nutritional picture of eggs, they're actually supporting your cardiovascular system, not harming it. Let me tell you about all the other incredible things packed inside an egg, because protein is just the beginning. Think of an egg as nature's multivitamin, specifically designed for people like you who need concentrated nutrition in an easy-to-eat package. Eggs are one of the few foods that naturally contain vitamin D, which is absolutely crucial for your bone health, your immune system, and even your mood. How many of you have been told you have low vitamin D? It's extremely common in older adults, especially if you're not spending much time in the sun. Eating eggs every day gives you a natural source of this vital nutrient. Eggs also contain something called choline, and this is particularly important for your brain health. Choline helps your brain produce acetylcholine, which is a neurotransmitter involved in memory and thinking. As we age, keeping our minds sharp becomes just as important as keeping our bodies strong. I've had seniors tell me that after eating eggs regularly, they feel like their thinking is clearer, like that mental fog they'd gotten used to starts to lift. They can remember names better, follow conversations more easily, find the words they're looking for without as much struggle. Then there's lutein and zeaxanthin, two antioxidants that are concentrated in your eyes. These compounds help protect your vision, particularly your macula, which is the part of your eye responsible for seeing fine details. Age-related macular degeneration is one of the leading causes of vision loss in older adults, and getting enough of these protective antioxidants can help maintain your eye health. Being able to see clearly, to read, to recognize your loved ones' faces, to maintain your independence by being able to drive safely. These things matter enormously to your quality of life. Eggs also provide B vitamins, including B12, which many seniors become deficient in. B12 is crucial for your nervous system, for producing red blood cells, for maintaining your energy levels. They contain selenium, which supports your immune system and thyroid function. They provide iron, zinc, and other minerals your body needs. All of this nutrition is wrapped up in one simple, affordable food that you can prepare in dozens of different ways. Now let me walk you through exactly how to do this 7-day egg challenge, step by step, nice and slow, so you feel completely confident. The first thing I want you to do is talk to your doctor if you have any concerns, especially if you have heart disease, high cholesterol, or diabetes. Always better to be safe and have that conversation. Assuming you get the green light, let's make this as easy as possible for you. Start by going to the grocery store and buying good quality eggs. You don't need to buy the most expensive eggs in the store, but if you can, choose eggs from chickens that were fed a diet rich in omega-3s or that were pasture-raised. These eggs often have more nutrients. But honestly, even regular eggs are excellent, so don't let perfect be the enemy of good. Just get eggs that fit your budget. When you get home, here's how I want you to think about spreading those 4 eggs throughout your day. You could have 2 eggs for breakfast, and then 2 more eggs at lunch. Or maybe you prefer 3 eggs at breakfast and 1 at dinner. The important thing is to spread them out so your body has a steady supply of protein throughout the day. Your body can only use so much protein at one time, so spacing it out works better than eating all 4 eggs at once. Now, how should you cook them? This is entirely up to you, and I want you to enjoy them. You can scramble them with a little bit of olive oil or butter. You can boil them and keep them in the refrigerator for a quick snack. You can poach them if you like them that way. You can make an omelet with vegetables. You can fry them sunny side up if that's your favorite. The only thing I'd suggest is to avoid adding too much extra fat or salt if you're watching those things. But the cooking method itself doesn't matter much. What matters is that you eat the whole egg, both the white and the yolk, because the yolk is where most of those vitamins and minerals I mentioned are concentrated. Let me give you some simple ideas to make this easy and delicious. For breakfast, you could make scrambled eggs with some spinach and tomatoes mixed in. This takes maybe 5 minutes and gives you vegetables along with your protein. Or you could hard boil a bunch of eggs at the start of the week and just grab 2 each morning. Eat them plain or slice them on toast. Some people love making a simple omelet with cheese and mushrooms. Find what you enjoy, because if you don't like what you're eating, you won't stick with it. For lunch or dinner, eggs are incredibly versatile. You can make egg salad with a little mayonnaise and mustard and put it on bread or eat it on its own. You can add hard-boiled eggs to a salad for extra protein. You can make a frittata, which is like a thick omelet you can bake in the oven with whatever vegetables you have on hand, and then you can eat slices of it throughout the day. Some people love egg drop soup, where you stir beaten eggs into hot broth. The possibilities are endless, and I want you to experiment and find what brings you joy. Here's something important I want you to do during this 7-day challenge. Keep track of how you feel. You don't need to do anything fancy, just maybe jot down a few notes each evening. How was your energy today? How did your body feel when you moved around? Did you notice anything different? This helps you become more aware of the changes happening in your body, and it's incredibly motivating to look back and see progress. Also, I want you to make sure you're drinking enough water. Protein needs water to work properly in your body, and many seniors don't drink enough fluids. Try to have a glass of water with each meal and sip water throughout the day. Your body will thank you for it. While you're eating your 4 eggs a day, I also encourage you to keep moving in whatever way feels good to you. You don't need to go to a gym or do anything strenuous. Even just walking around your house, doing some gentle stretches, standing up and sitting down from a chair a few times, these simple movements combined with the protein from eggs will help you build and maintain your strength. Movement and protein work together like best friends, each making the other more effective. Now, what if you don't like eggs? I've had people ask me this, and it's a fair question. Maybe you're tired of eggs, or maybe they've never been your favorite food. That's okay. While eggs are incredibly convenient and nutritious, you can get similar benefits from other high-quality protein sources. Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, fish, chicken, lean beef, beans, and lentils, these can all provide good protein. But you need to eat larger portions of most of these foods to get the same amount of protein in such a small, easy-to-eat package. That's what makes eggs so special for seniors. They're easy to chew, easy to digest, quick to prepare, and packed with exactly what your body needs. Let me address another concern I hear often. What if eggs upset your stomach? Some people do find that eggs cause a bit of digestive discomfort, especially if they're not used to eating them. If this happens to you, start slower. Maybe begin with 2 eggs a day for a few days, then increase to 3, then to 4. Give your digestive system time to adjust. Also, how you cook them can matter. Some people find that scrambled or boiled eggs are easier to digest than fried eggs. Listen to your body and adjust accordingly. I also want to talk about the cost because I know many of you are on fixed incomes and watching every dollar. Eggs are one of the most affordable sources of high-quality protein you can buy. Even with prices going up on everything these days, eggs still give you incredible nutrition for your money. When you compare the cost of eggs to other protein sources, And when you consider all the vitamins and minerals you're getting along with that protein, eggs are actually a bargain. You're investing in your health, your strength, your independence, and you're doing it in a way that won't break the bank. After your 7-day challenge, what then? This is where the real magic happens. If you felt good during that week, if you noticed improvements, even small ones, I encourage you to keep eating eggs regularly. They don't have to be 4 a day forever, although many people continue with that amount and feel wonderful. But even 2 or 3 eggs a day can make a significant difference in maintaining your muscle mass and overall health. Make eggs a regular part of your routine, just like taking your daily walk or calling your grandchildren. It becomes a habit, a healthy ritual that supports everything you want to do in life. I want you to think about what this really means for your life. It's not just about the eggs themselves. It's about what those eggs enable you to do. It's about having the strength to live independently in your own home for as long as possible. It's about being able to play with your grandchildren without worrying you'll hurt yourself. It's about having the energy to pursue your hobbies, whether that's gardening, woodworking, painting, or anything else that brings you joy. It's about feeling confident when you walk, not afraid of falling. It's about maintaining your dignity and your autonomy. I've seen what happens when seniors don't get enough protein, and it breaks my heart. They become frail, they fall more easily, they lose their independence, they end up needing more help with daily tasks, and they feel like they're becoming a burden. But it doesn't have to be that way. You have so much power over how you age, more power than you might realize. The choices you make every single day, what you eat, how you move, how you care for yourself. These choices add up and they matter enormously. You know what else I love about this egg challenge? It's simple. You don't need special equipment. You don't need to learn complicated recipes. You don't need to spend hours in the kitchen. You just need eggs and the willingness to try something that could help you feel better. In a world where health advice can be so confusing and overwhelming, where you're told to take this supplement and try that diet and buy this expensive product, here's something straightforward and accessible. 4 eggs a day for 7 days. That's it. You can do this. I want to share something with you from my heart. Every time I talk to seniors who are struggling with their health, who feel like their bodies are betraying them, who are scared of what the future holds, I wish I could sit down with each of you individually and hold your hand and tell you that there's hope. You are not powerless. You are not past the point of improvement. Your body is still capable of amazing things when you give it what it needs. And what it needs right now is protein, the kind of high-quality, easily absorbed protein that eggs provide in abundance. You've lived through so much in your life. You've raised families, you've worked hard, you've overcome challenges that would have defeated lesser people. You've accumulated wisdom and experience that the younger generation desperately needs. You matter. Your health matters. Your ability to stay active and engaged in life matters, not just to you but to everyone who loves you. Your grandchildren need you to be there for their milestones. Your spouse needs your partnership and companionship. Your friends need your laughter and your stories. The world needs your continued presence in it. So when you eat those eggs each day, I want you to think of it as an act of love. Love for yourself, yes, but also love for all the people who care about you and want you around for as long as possible. Every egg you eat is saying, I'm worth taking care of. I deserve to feel strong and capable. I'm choosing health and vitality. I'm choosing to show up for my life and the people in it. If you're feeling skeptical right now, if you're thinking this sounds too simple to make a real difference, I understand. We live in a complicated world, and we're used to complicated solutions. But sometimes the most powerful changes come from the simplest actions. Your body knows what to do with good nutrition. You don't have to understand all the biochemistry. You don't have to know the names of all the amino acids. You just have to give your body the building blocks it needs, and it will take care of the rest. That's the miracle of your body. It's constantly working to keep you healthy and strong. It just needs your help. I believe in you. I believe you can do this 7-day challenge. I believe you'll feel a difference. And I believe that this simple change could be the start of you feeling more like yourself again, the version of yourself that feels capable and strong and ready to embrace each day. You've got this, and you're not doing this alone. Thousands of other seniors have tried this and felt the benefits. You're part of a community of people who refuse to accept that getting older means getting weaker, who understand that they deserve to feel good in their bodies, who are willing to take simple, practical steps to support their health. Starting tomorrow morning when you crack open those first two eggs, I want you to smile and remember that you're doing something powerful for yourself. You're choosing strength over weakness, vitality over decline, hope over resignation. You're saying yes to more good days, more energy, more confidence in your body's ability to carry you through your life. And that, my dear friend, is something to feel proud of. You've lived a beautiful life, and you have so much more living to do. Your best days don't have to be behind you. Every small step you take is an act of love for yourself and for everyone who cares about you. You're stronger than you know, and I'm honored to be part of your journey to feeling better. Now go crack open those eggs and start your transformation. I'll be cheering for you every single step of the way.